Can we hear about the bet?
Nice hat, Sam.
Yeah, it's nice. Got it last year.
You lost a bet.
Yeah. What? I would. Yeah, I lost a bet. It was, I forget exactly what it was, but moral of the story, I have to wear the bucket hat for media.
I think you won the bet.
Like rest of the season or tonight?
I think it was just a one-time thing, and I've forgotten at least 4 or 5 times. So
They've had that ready for you, waiting.
it's been sitting in the locker for a long time.
Hey, keep your hat, bro.
Worth having a big game.
What did you say?
Worth having a big game. Having to wear the hat.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
So what do you like about these past 2 weeks, the way you guys are playing in general? With the playoffs just a few games away, what do you kind of think is encouraging, and what makes you guys?
I mean, I feel like we've really moved the ball really well, and tried some different things out there, and play a little more free. And every game calls for something different, but I feel like lately we've been really trusting each other and on that end of the floor, and then defensively we've also tinkered with some stuff a little bit, and also I mean I feel like we've played pretty well on that end of the floor as well.
Joe has said that to us too. Like it's like we don't know who we're going to play in the playoffs. That we have to work on different things, experiment, and be ready for basically everything. How have you guys taken advantage of those opportunities to do that over this stretch?
Yeah, in a long season, you don't get much practice time, so you work a little bit in shoot-arounds on it, and then in the games, he sprinkles in new things, and we kind of just have to figure it out on the fly a little bit, just to see kind of what works, what doesn't, and but it's fun to kind of just figure it out together out there, and I feel like it's a lot of fun out there sometimes doing that.
Yeah, all the movement tonight. What did that do for you?
I mean, not only me. I mean, it created a lot of open shots for everybody. It created a lot of offensive rebounding opportunities where you're getting free runs at the rim. I mean, Luke got a bunch of tip-outs tonight. I feel like everybody was on the glass. Torrey was unbelievable on the glass. So, when the ball's moving, it's hard for the defense to rotate and also block out.
You're on the glass a lot. You've been rebounding really well lately.
Thanks.
Is that an emphasis for you, or like?
I mean, just trying to impact winning. I guess you could put it on that. I think earlier in the year we kind of struggled on the rebounding aspect, and I think after All-Star we've been really, really good, and that's been a point of emphasis for the coaching staff and us to, if we're going to go far in the playoffs again, we got to rebound and win that margin of the game.
Is that just a matter of will?
I think will, playing hard, blocking out. It's a lot of things. I mean, like I said earlier, like if the ball's moving, defenses and rotations, you have a chance to have an open lane to go get a rebound on the offensive end too. So I feel like there's a lot of different things that go into it.
That's all right. You're obviously your reputation is a shooter, but you have added elements to your game. What's that process been like when you watch what the team needs? Like, how do you decide what to develop? Are you just overall developing everything, or?
I feel like behind the scenes you're working on a lot of different things. Not saying you're going to do that in the game at all or very slim, but when you have a chance to do something different, you have to be ready to do it. And tonight was a good example of some things like catching off the dribble and driving, and when you have some guys out there, it provides more opportunity for that. And but when we have a full roster, I feel like our roles are pretty clear-cut, black and white about what we're supposed to do, how we help the team the best way, and you just try to star in your role.
Is there any kind of challenge to that? Like, you are a professional basketball player. You have to look out for yourself to some degree and add to your game because you never know what's going to happen. At the same time, you're in a very talented team that needs you to do very specific things. How do you balance expanding parts of your game versus like working on the things you know that you need to do here?
Yeah. Well, I feel like if your team has success and you have a role in that, I feel like that is good for everybody individually. In terms of looking out for yourself, obviously you want to develop as a basketball player too. And it could just be little things like a team's running you off the line. What are you going to do now? Is it a pull-up jumper? Is it a driving kick? That type of thing. It might not be like I want to do a 3-dribble move, ISO move here. Like for me, it's more so like playing out of a closeout, like reading a closeout, whether it's a shot, whether it's a rip, a drive, or shot fake and get to it and something else. But I feel like you just kind of have to take what the game gives you sometimes as well.
Your parents sitting next to Luke's parents courtside, how special is that? Was it fun seeing
I
them
tell
there?
you what, I probably had a great time down there. Luke was barking like a dog. I'm sure his parents loved that. So yeah, I mean, he had a good game. I feel like I played pretty well out there, so it was probably a lot of fun for him sitting baseline and getting a close-up glimpse at that.
Does Luke have specific barks for different play types?
I don't really know, honestly. Like I said earlier, we got to get the crowd to bark with him. I think that'll not only energize him, he's a pretty energetic person as it is, but I just feel like a bark from the crowd while he's barking is going to be something special.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Just like